So, in conclusion to this assignment, it really made me think about what food means to me and my family, and made me think of a lot of things like my mom's personal history, my dad's personal history. It made me think that I've been so separated from my family in Colombia, which is where all my family is essentially, and how like I don't have access to that part of myself because they're not here. And so I don't really know my family history besides my mom and dad, and there's some really big holes in their story, and even a bigger hole in my grandparents' story, which unfortunately are no longer with us. So it was really fun. It made me think of Preston's article about tradition, because I just assumed in a way that because my mom knows how to make arepas, I know how to make arepas, and as the videos clearly showed, I don't. So in a way, even though like I realize I don't know how to make them, it was a really fun and fulfilling activity for me because this is the first step, in me learning how to make arepas. And even though my mom wasn't in the videos because she was in her pajamas, she was there. We did it together and we laughed a lot and we bonded over it. And I think ultimately that's what food is, at least in like my experience with food, is that food is something that we bond over and we form, and community is about bonding. So if we don't recognize food in that way and recognize why it is, which, I think reading the Popol Vuh and learning about Central American Maya culture has really made me revisit how I think about food. And, not just as like some sort of nostalgia for Colombia, but it is Colombia in a way. And that has a lot to do with the nutritional value and all of the science that went behind creating these palettes. So it was a really awesome assignment, and it just made me think about a lot of things about like my being Colombian, my being, American to what extent. What does that mean? I don't know, but it was a really interesting opening to that question, and I had a lot of fun. And most importantly, I'm going to make sure that I know how to make arepas for the rest of my life.